back. Bourbon Barkeep. Curtis.
Noah, great to see you guys again.
So you're riding high. So we actually, as a show, we set a goal just kind of amongst ourselves of 50 subscribers by the new year.
Yeah.
We have 50 subscribers this week.
Right. So yeah, we didn't even need December. 50 subscribers by the end of November 2023.
Yes.
So December is just a bonus.
So welcome to you all. This is going to be a touch different, this episode at least.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Yeah.
Give us a like and subscribe if you're watching this for the first time. If you're not a subscriber, obviously. If you're a subscriber, don't hit it again. Number 2, you have an announcement as well.
Oh yeah. So first, extremely successful week. This was week 3 on Patreon. If you have not been here before, we kind of double the bourbon content with football betting. I'm a big football fan, football gambler, all the above. So 4-0 on our Patreon last week. That brings our total there to 13-9. So we've made some money for some folks, hopefully. And yeah, looking to keep that rolling. You know, we got 1 week left of the regular college football season, and then we have bowl season, obviously. And we still have a little ways to go with the NFL. So looking to build on that. But yeah, 4-0, man, that feels good.
So depending on your family and what you all have done this week, you all could feel like a winner or a loser, but you all have made it through your Thanksgiving dinner.
Sure.
Which is a pelt for probably most, I feel like. Even if you get along, I feel like it's just a very long, hard day. It's slaving in the kitchen, watching kids.
It's a grind. It really is.
Yeah,
it's a grind. It really is.
Yeah.
So congrats to you all for making it through Thanksgiving, and congrats to you all for making it to this episode. You know, Friday morning.
Yes.
Happy to be here. Happy to have you here. So
yeah, Friday morning we have Black Friday. It kicks off our holidays, if you will. So we have some Black Friday shopping advice. What is the best bourbon that you can buy for potentially specific people in your life based off of price tiers?
Yeah, what we tried to do is, focus on 5 different people than most people have in their life, whether it be a sibling, whether it be a boss, whether it be a father that likes bourbon. We wanted to focus on, hey, this is what we suggest you buy them if you want to go the bourbon route.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So I'll kick it off.
Yeah, do it, man.
So we'll be in and out of frame at this point.
Yeah,
This is going to be that one take, fire them through.
Yeah, no editing here.
So essentially what we're doing for this first tier is going to be your Secret Santa. This is going to be your 30 and under bourbon thing.
This is your office party, but the office likes to drink.
Yes. So if you remember The Office with Jim and Pam, Jim draws Pam as Secret Santa. So you kind of have an idea of what these people like. So my first one would be...
Wonderful rap job, yeah. Really worked hard there.
Bitters.
Okay.
So you obviously have to know that said coworker likes bitters.
It likes an old fashioned.
Likes a good cocktail, really.
Yeah.
So what I did here, since I don't know if you've tried a couple of these bitters, I actually made us old fashioned.
I recognize a few. Did you?
Yeah, people are like, their hands are empty, their hands are never empty.
I appreciate that.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
All right. So you got...
They're prepared and everything.
Yes. Yeah, this is on the whim. You had no idea.
Yeah, no.
So this is going to be your black walnut.
Come on now. This is black walnut, you said.
That's the black walnut.
Okay.
This is the old-fashioned
the walnut there.
So I'll explain as you sip, and you pick your favorite, and I'll just take your
So you want me to sip, not even on the smell, just go sip each and then pick my favorite.
Yeah, just tell the people what you taste.
So this is the old-fashioned. This is this guy right here, I assume. Okay.
This guy.
The little baby pink there.
So as you sip, I'll kind of talk through. The old-fashioned one is not specifically just for old-fashions, although obviously you can make it with that. This is going to be heavy cinnamon, clove, nutmeg,
The clove is
baking spices.
all over that, yeah.
It's going to be very hot, one that you're probably never going to use in July, June, but right now it is December, or at least knocking on the door. So the old-fashioned, boom, cinnamon, clove.
Dude.
Black walnut is going to be a little bit sweeter. Obviously, black walnut, if you're not familiar with that flavor. But this is going to be January through December. You're welcome to use it. I use it all the time. Just kind of change it up. Going to be a little bit sweeter. So if you have a cinnamon coworker or a sweeter coworker, boom.
Okay. I'm going to go black walnut.
Okay.
I will pass this off to you to finish because we're certainly not going to waste that. So
then if you're Secret Santa, doesn't want to do cocktails and is lazy, boom, early times.
Great bottle.
That is tough to beat.
Great bottle
This
for
is
the
what,
price.
23?
It's not over 25, I know that.
So we got 25 and it's a liter. So even you type
It
of
may
regular
last someone till February, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, really, really great bottle for the price. As you said, you're looking at 23, 25 bucks.
Your Secret Santa.
Okay. So I am going with, all right, we'll bring the whole bag up. Why
Yeah,
not? We worked hard for these. Got the bow, too, to hide the bottle.
Of course.
So we are going Old Granddad, bottled in bond. We're sitting at, what, probably 19, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
Really, really good bottle for the price. There's nothing special about it. But
Outside
I mean,
just being damn.
it's just damn good. Yeah, there's nothing like unique about the notes you get from that, but it's a $20 bottle, and I believe this is a liter as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Like that's a monster. Matching liters. Let's go.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. So it's a liter as well, so the bargain is kind of even further at that point.
So how about you talk about our next category?
So our next category, we're going sibling here, right?
Sibling or brother-in-law?
Or brother-in-law. So yeah, someone that you're not sitting here exchanging $100 Christmas presents with. Brother-in-law is probably even a little bit better than sibling in that sense, to where you're like, hey, I got to get this guy something.
Yeah.
And I don't want to break my bank. So what we're going to do here is one step up from your, white elephant, your Secret Santa.
Yeah. So this was our, 30 to 50? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, 25 to 50, 30 to 50, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So I have two in here because one is going to be more of the, he seems like a great guy. We tolerate him.
Sure.
I don't really know what I'm getting into at this point. So Heineken ran a promotion a few years ago called the Holiday 5-Pack.
Okay.
You familiar with that at all? Essentially, the guy would wrap the Heineken 6-pack, take out one of the Heinekens, and put a bow on it.
Okay.
I'm going with the Holiday 700 milliliter bottle.
Wow.
This is going to be one of those bottles that you bought and you're like, I hate this. Why did I do this? But you only took an ounce out of it.
Sure.
So this is no shame on Willet. This is just not my tasting profile, but I absolutely hate it. And I would love it off of my bar top. So this would be the Holiday 700 milliliters.
That's an attractive bottle.
Yes. If I did like them and need them to still respect me by not opening something and re-gifting, you're just not going to beat the Russell's 10-year.
The Russell's 10-year for 37 to 40 bucks.
Yep.
Is unbeatable for that price. It's so good.
This is, dare I say, the new Eagle Rare.
Yeah.
The Eagle Rare is taken off to where you're just not finding it for $40 anymore. It's still 10 years. This is the exact same, and this is just as good in my opinion. This
Agreed.
is something I will always have a backup in.
Okay, so Russell's 10-year, and then myself.
I'm taking off the Willet so people don't think I'm actually recommending it.
No, I agree for sure. And I'm gonna go back to the old well. This has satisfied people so many times before. We're gonna go the classic Buffalo Trace. You're finding this probably $30 to $33 at this point right now.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, a little bit even cheaper than the Russell's 10 even, but this has become, I don't even know if it's just Kansas or the Kansas City, Missouri area, but it's become way more available the past, 18 months?
That's kind of what I've noticed with the old Granddad 114 as well. Like that was kind of hard, but yeah, this is starting to pop up a little bit more.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have pulled it out if I'm sitting here not finding it for 2 months at a time, but I swear every other time I'm in a liquor store, there's 10 sitting there. So I'm gonna go ahead and lean on it. Really, really, really good. I believe it's 90 proof. Yes, 90 proof. So pretty easy drinking for those that may not dive into bourbon as much as you and I do, or the people watching as well. Really easy, really good. Nothing to be unsatisfied about.
And you don't feel bad putting it in cocktails if need be.
Sure.
But obviously,
it's cheap enough to where you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we got third category. Take us into our third category.
This one, good friend.
This is good friend.
If you don't have good friend, maybe you have a neighbor that you really need to get on their good side with. Maybe their dog barks all the effing time, and you need to be able to cash in some deposits.
Shut your dog up type of thing. So let's butter him up a little bit.
Yes. So this one I've been hearing is a touch more allocated, and I wanted to steer away from the allocated.
Okay.
So if you can find Knob 12, this is an instant buy. This is 12-year juice. It is 100 proof. It sits at 65, right at the top of our tier, maybe 70. And this is worth every penny at 70 in my opinion.
So yeah, I'm glad you said that. Tier's 50 to $70, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm counting on your bottom line.
Yeah, I'll get that in there. Yep.
So if this is as allocated as what I'm starting to hear, you can't go wrong with the Old Forester 1920. I actually was a little in between on the 1910 Old Forester because it's just so common. It's there every single time. And the 1920, which is just as common. So I did a little side-by-side pre-show. The 1910 ran a little sweet for me. So this 1920 is right there. But that's something you could find everywhere. And it's just damn good juice for under $70.
Sure. Cool. All right, my turn. All right, I'm going with, let's see. We got the Santa hat right here. I'm going to go with a old friend of mine. We have Widow Jane. So this is a 91 proof, just slightly hotter than your Buffalo Traces and your Russells of the world, but not by much. Aged 10 years. And I don't know, I mean, in the Midwest, it's relatively popular. I don't really know as far as the Northeast or the West Coast or anything like that. But just really, really damn good. Runs probably $67, $68 MSRP right now. Used to be a whole lot cheaper than that. If you have a Costco membership, we've talked about Costco at this point 100 times.
We're not sponsored.
No, we're not. But you can find that for under $60 at Costco. And it's just a really, really cool looking bottle. It's just delightful. I have nothing but good things to say.
All right, so next up, this is going to be...
This is father.
Father-in-law, one of the two.
Yeah.
Not everybody has a father-in-law, I understand. So this price...
So we just had, sorry to recap, we had...
Please.
15 to 25, 30-ish as our first category. So that was our old granddad, as well as our early time / bitters over there on the far right. Second category being 30 to 45, $50, right?
Yeah.
So that's our Buffalo Traces and our Russells of the world. Third category, we have our 50 to 70 range.
Yes.
So that's our Widow Jane and our 1920 / Knob Creek 12. My God.
Yes.
So next category, we're going to go 70 to $100, and this is father or a father-in-law you're desperately trying to impress with wooing their daughter. You're courting their daughter. In our situations, if you're courting the son, then this is probably for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I took mine as father-in-law. It just made for better comedy at this point.
This is a little too. Yeah, I was going to go for it, but it's too small.
Damn it.
Okay.
Yes.
This is for father-in-law.
Father-in-law. Mine was more proving your manhood to said father-in-law at this point.
Puffing up that chest.
So it's going to be something as hot as I could possibly find, but still really good juice.
Yeah, like make him cough a little bit,
So this is any Booker's at this point. The Apprentice batch, it still gets the job done at this point. But what I would love to see is you give that little pour, and he does one of these. One of those. And then you take a sip after him, and you just stare him in the eye. And you're done. But Booker's...
That's the best way to woo really anyone's father is to just intimidate.
Show you a little hair on the chest because he's going to need to figure something else out.
And sit there, take a deep breath and just hold it for a while.
Absolutely.
Make yourself a little wider.
Maybe gurgle it.
Exactly, yeah. Similar vein as you. I wanted to go as hot as possible. So I went ECBP. That is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. We have the B523 batch. This has been really, really available this year. I've seen this 100 times this year. They also have the A and B and C. But yeah, this is sitting about 125 proof. I believe it's 124.2. Aged over 11 years. Really hot, but really, really delightful and complex.
Yeah.
So you're sitting right around $80 MSRP with there. So not crazy. You're not really bumping $100 there.
Yeah. And for $80, I would say this is the best stuff out there right now. For me, for price, for year, all of that fun stuff. Oh, that's tight. I regret it.
See, I told you, and I have a bigger head than you. Wow, that's like almost a yarmulke. Is that a Jewish joke?
I don't know.
Should we cut that? We might cut that.
I'm just going to take it off then.
So last category, this is 5 of 5, and we are looking at impressing our boss. So yeah, this is what you are doing when you're trying to get that promotion. This is what you're doing when you're trying to get that raise that you feel like you deserved. Yeah, yeah. So take us away, man. We got one more.
Well, like we said, it's over 100. I went with a I feel like you could walk into, out of 3 liquor stores, you could find this at one.
Mm-hmm.
So still not your heavily allocated stuff. Joseph Magnus, this is going to be finished in, where are we at? Triple cast finished in sherry, cognac. Those are only 2. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe there's 2 sherries in there. Sherry.
Sherry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's funny.
Hopefully that gets cut.
Not to derail you, but I had a first grade teacher. Her name was Sherry Fisher, and she married a Scott Sherry, so she was Sherry for the rest of her life. So that's almost like our friend Joseph Magnus here.
Is that good?
Shout out Sherry.
Shout out Sherry. So Joseph Magnus, beautiful bottle. I did open it to make sure I wanted to recommend this, and it was very good.
Delightful.
This
Good.
is 100 proof. It is very full in the mouth, very long finish, super complex. The cognac does come through, which is super fun.
Sure.
So there's your 100 plus.
Okay.
Congrats on your promotion.
Cool bottle
'cause
too.
It's coming in the spring, baby.
Yeah, cool bottle too. Yeah, really great choice. And for mine, I'm going Rebel 10 year.
I would argue
Let's see. Wow,
underrated.
this seems light. Oh no.
The Grinch stole it.
It's empty. What the? Oh,
There we go.
it's right here.
There we are.
It's right here. So yeah, we have the Rebel 10 year single barrel. We are looking at 10-ish years. This was barreled in February of 2012. So this is, looking at 11 at this point.
Yeah.
But really good. Yeah, it's 100 proof. So complex as you would like, and a little bit peppery almost.
But still has a nice sweetness with it being a wheat.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and it's really good. You're looking at probably 105 MSRP. You might find it for 110, 115 if you're in a West Coast or Northeast.
I also
town,
remember we fresh cracked that, and we were like,
yeah, like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and then about 20 minutes later, we tried it like for another half ounce, and it was
unbelievable.
Yeah. So another suggestion, let alone buying it, is crack it, maybe let it sit for 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, give it a chance.
Sure.
So hopefully this helps you all come Black Friday in your shopping for your bourbon enthusiasts.
So yeah, there's tons of people in your lives, and this is a couple options for each of them.
Yeah.
So other than that, man, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have a Patreon link as well. That's where you find my 4-0 bets.
For $5 a month, you could win.
For $5 a month. If you bet, let's say, if you bet $100,000 on each of my bets, you won $400,000 last week. So buy your new house, buy your new car, yacht, whatever you want to do with that money.
Certainly the Magnus.
You would buy the Magnus and probably the
times.
ECBP as well. But yeah, you enjoy that money. Other than that, man, best gifts. Happy Black Friday to you all. Cheers to you. We'll see you soon.